guys.
Wonder what we're gonna have to do to get them out.
Go around the back side and scare them out.
Gotta hit the thing.
Kick them out. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. There we go. All right, guys, so we are out here in the pigs. Today was the day. It is Saturday, and they're here, and they are getting kind of acclimated to their new home. They seem to like it a lot.
They're so cute. Like a dog. It's like, yeah, which one's Patty?
They are doing well. Getting in the shade, hanging out. So, we got 2 pigs. They're right around 30 or 40 pounds right now. And we got them from a local farmer, and they are Berkshire Red Wattle crosses. And they are, we got pick of the litter, so that was very nice. We were able to get there first and got pick of the litter, and turned out really good. So I'm excited. The pen holds them. I was actually really encouraged when I got there. The pen that he had them in was actually similar to the pen that we have set up here. It was smaller, but his was smaller. So it'll be very similar to what they're living in, what they were living in before, and the conditions will be, they'll have a little bit more room. So I'm excited about that, and they're just already rooting up and having a good time. Everybody does realize, what are these pigs? What are we raising them for? They're meat pigs, correct. So you do get that, right, Jep? That we're gonna raise these pigs and we're gonna eat them eventually. So we're naming them because we want them to have a good life while they're on our farm, but eventually they will be, they're not pets. We're raising them for our food. Not a bear, not a bear, a pig.
What are their names? This one right here is Annie Oinkley. This one right here is Patty. What do you think of the pig? Good. You don't want to pet him? Well, they're going over to water the pigs. I've got to get working on our top garden, which is our melon and cantaloupe garden. It's overgrown with weeds. I've really been neglecting it, so I'm going to sheet mulch it today. Hopefully I'll get most of it done. I have some newspapers and a lot of straw, so we'll see what we can get done today. all sheet mulching really is a method of keeping the weeds suppressed and allowing the plant to still get water, to still thrive, but it really cuts down on the time that you spend weeding. And I found last year that I really liked this method because it does save me a lot of time, and we don't have to disturb the soil so much. We don't have to keep going back and hoeing or digging out the weeds. We can just lay this. We use newspaper or like our grocery ads, or sometimes we use the paper grocery sacks, and then we just lay straw over it, and that gives it enough compression so that the weeds will suffocate and they won't grow, and it allows the plant to still get enough water to grow. And I think it looks really nice, and I can tell exactly where my plants are. They're not overgrown by the weeds, and it's just a really gentle way of weeding without work. So I don't have enough to do this whole garden today. I have a few more plants along the edge here, and then a couple over there, and then there's one right there. So I'm going to do as many as I can. As I accumulate more of the materials to sheet mulch, then I'll go ahead and do that. But for now, I'm just going to do around the plants themselves to keep the weeds out and let them be able to grow on. So we've got golden Jenny cantaloupe over here. We've got 4 of those. These are just various watermelons, and so I think there's a honeydew in there somewhere. So I didn't plant a whole lot in this garden because I want them to sprawl out. I don't want them to be restricted and not be able to grow to their full potential. Last year I think I put too many in here. We did put our pumpkins in here last year, and I think I put too many in because they were pretty condensed. They were smaller and they just didn't seem to thrive as much. So hopefully by growing less plants, we will get more fruit, if that makes sense, or better fruit. So, and these are our barnside runners right here. And then one over here. And they're doing okay. They're starting to vine a little bit, so I'll probably have to tie them up to this arbor here that we put here for that purpose. So I'm over here in the big garden, and I noticed that we are getting our first little pepper. These are the plants from Jeanette and Dugan at the Neal's Homestead that they brought us when they came to visit the other day. So that's really neat, being able to see some growth in our garden when it's all just been rainy, or I've had Bo to contend with, because if anyone has a toddler, they know how destructive they can be in the garden. I planted all of these plants over here, and then some plants over here, and he came and tore them all up about an hour later. So I had to replant them, and I think they're going to be okay. But it's really nice to see some growth in the garden. Things are thriving, and we are super excited about our pigs, Patty and Annie Winkley, which are amazing names. Charlotte thought of them. But thanks for coming along with us today, and we will see you guys next time.